Hey, what's up guys? Jburton here. So I want to go and bring a rotation video on Feral Druid. I did one in WOD because a lot of people asked for it and it did pretty well. But I decided to this time actually just put it like just on screen without things moving around. Maybe it's a lot easier this way. So Feral Druids are quite a bit different than what they used to be. Some really odd rotations, like Moonfire being thrown into the build. Very weird, right? So anyways, this is the setup, assuming you're using Blood Talents in the last tier in the normal talents, and you're going Incarnation. I've actually decided to almost go Incarnation almost every game. It's just so fun. You don't have to use Incarnation though. I just want to throw it out there. In my last video about Feral Druids, I recommended that you go Incarnation versus Melee Cleaves. If you're not versing Melee Cleave, you can still use it and be fine, but I recommend you definitely take it versus Melee Cleaves. They're quick games, you might as well pick talents that are set up for quick games. So anyways, these rotations are set up for Blood Talents and Incarnation. So let's go over really quick. So at the start of a match, so we got Regrowth, right? You want to start every match by casting Regrowth on somebody, so you'll get the Blood Talents buff. If you don't know what that does, it makes your next two attacks do 50% more damage. This includes the dot that applies with them, which is why we're going to open up with these two powerful dots here. A powerful Rake, which it'll do a stun, initial damage, and a bleed. And then Ashmane's Frenzy, which is a huge bleed, but these are also being buffed by Blood Talents, so it's a lot of damage right there. This is a powerful opener. So we want to go and finish up getting our last little dot there, Moonfire. Now you should be pretty low on energy at this point, so that's why I have Tiger's Fury right here. And this will also make your Rip do more damage. So you get energy enough to do Rip and make it do more damage. Works out. And then since we spent 5 combo points, we're back to where we were. So we have a free Regrowth we can cast. In PvP, you usually can't just hold on to this. Sometimes you will be spinning this on Tangling Roots, but you want to try to use it on Regrowth if possible. Now in PvE, a lot of times you can hold on to your heal until you have 5 combo points again, and then you can use it so you get Blood Talents buff for your big spender. But in PvP you can't do that. You're usually healing quite a bit. So probably going to use this almost as soon as you get it, just to proc your Blood Talents buff again. And then just usually we swap into another target and applying our bleeds. So once we get to the next target, get our Rake, Moonfire, and now we just need to get some more combo points so we can get back to 5. So Shred's pretty good. It's better than just wasting a generator. And of course we're going to Rip again. And if you're going to go for all 3 targets, like if you're not CCing a third target, you're going to have these two things again. You're going to Regrowth, get your Blood Talents, open up on the third target with this same rotation here. So that is overall how my match goes. Now when you decide to burst, I don't recommend bursting right at the start of a match, because everybody has all their CCs available. It's a little rough. I would wait a little bit. I'd actually wait till you just have bleeds, but you don't have to. For example, Incarnation makes your abilities cost 50% less energy, so you can get your bleeds up very quickly with Incarnation. So you can do that. But I recommend using this when your bleeds are already up, because your Shred will do its normal damage as if it was stealthed, which is pretty heavy. So, pop your Incarnation, just start shredding. You should be pretty low on energy by the time you get to your 5th combo point. And remember, Ferocious Bite does more damage based on your energy. You want to try to have at least 50 energy to do the most damage with Ferocious Bite. So that's why Tiger's Fury fits so well right here. Not only will it make it do 15% more damage, but it'll make sure you have enough energy to do the max damage. And then we get back to our Regrowth, cast your Regrowth, get your Blood Talents buff, and just restart this rotation here as you're in Incarnation. Now one thing, if you did take the Primal Vitality buff in the Honor talent tree, it makes it where whenever you go Prowl, your next Regrowth is an instant cast. You want to be using that too. Take advantage of your Prowl. So you can Prowl in combat when you're in Incarnation, so you can get a few Prowls off. So what we're saying here is you want to maximize your Blood Talents uptime, because this will increase your overall DPS during your burst, meaning you're going to get a lot more pressure out or kills. So whenever you don't have Blood Talents buff up and your Prowl is off cooldown, enter Prowl to make your next Regrowth instant, cast your regrowth on somebody, get your Blood Talons buff back up, finish your combo points out, use your spender, which will once again restart this over again. And your prowl should be back up within a few more seconds. So during your incarnation, if you take Primal Vitality, you will have a high uptime on these two things right here. So you'll be doing more heals and more damage. Now, I'm not saying you have to take Primal Vitality. If it's not going to be a quick match, I think Primal Vitality is crap. Absolutely worthless. One thing to note, though, with Primal Vitality is at the start of a match, you know how you're supposed to use Regrowth? Well, use Regrowth, you'll get your Blood Talons buff, and then you enter Prowl, you'll have another Regrowth ready. So as soon as you open up with your openers here, like after these two abilities, you can Regrowth a teammate from the Primal Vitality from Prowling, and boom, you got another Blood Talons. So it's a pretty good opener and great sustain in your burst, but outside of those two factors, Primal Vitality is worthless. So it's up to you. I hope this helps. I'm going to do some gameplay as well. I just want to have a nice picture, for people who are really struggling with the Feral rotation to see what you should probably do. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm always checking my comments. And if there's a video you'd like to see, something specific, let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching.